Hello friends, Hal here. This playlist that you have right here that you've begun is the playlist that has to do with fingerpicking, and this is based on the Mauro Giuliani 120 Studies for Guitar. So we're going to talk about the chords that we're going to use, which are open position chords. There are 4 of them: C and G7 with the B bass, A minor and E7, and I'll zoom in and show you those. And we'll also talk about your right hand and how to use your right hand and how to develop your right hand so that you can become an awesome guitar player with fingerpicking. Now you'll notice on my hand that my fingernails are not long. I do not have long fingernails. These are cut pretty short. And when you just start out learning how to fingerpick the guitar, do not worry about long nails at all. Just trim them close, whatever's comfortable for you, but don't worry about long fingernails. Also, don't worry about fake fingernails or finger picks or anything like that. We're going to just use our fingers. Now, before we zoom in and I show you these studies in more detail, let's actually talk about positioning your guitar. I've got my case here. I'll show you in just a minute. I'll put the camera on the ground and I'll show you exactly what I'm doing. But I've got my guitar case here. You can use a stool, you can use books, pile them up, if you remember what those are in the digital age. You can actually have whatever, you can put something, but I like to elevate my feet. You could cross your legs over, right over left, and have your guitar up a little bit. Let's just zoom in and I'll show you what I'm doing with my guitar case. Okay friends, so here's my guitar case. I've got it on the floor. You can see that I've got it angled toward me so that the small part is actually over here by my stool. And then I'm going to put my left foot on the stool like this. And then I'm going to put the guitar in between my legs, like this. You see, I've got my guitar in what we call a classical guitar position, where I've got this leg down, this leg up, the waist of my guitar on my leg, like that. Also, I've got my guitar over here and against my chest, like this. Another thing you can do is you could actually put your right foot up. Let's see, I'd have to move this over a little bit, like this, and you could put your guitar in this position. Or you could actually cross your legs right over left. For this first study, let's introduce you to the chords. So we'll zoom in and you can see the chords really close. We can use 4 different chords for these studies, and we're going to use the C chord first. It looks like this. Our first finger is on the 2nd string up, 1st fret. Our 2nd finger is on the 4th string up, 2nd fret. Our 3rd finger is on the 5th string up, 3rd fret. And it looks like that. Now I've got my hand pretty close to the guitar, you can see, and I'm usually touching about right here, right there. And the back of my hand is very close and my thumb is up. I don't go like this and try to put my fingers right on the guitar, but I actually bring my hand close to the guitar and do it like this. That's our C chord. This is called G7 with a B bass, and what we do is if we go from the C chord to G7 with a B bass, we take this finger and we go up to the E string, 1st fret. This finger goes down to the A string, 2nd fret. I let go of my ring finger, or my 3rd finger actually, and my 4th finger, which is the pinky, goes to the B string, 3rd fret. So here's my C chord, and here's my G7 with the B bass. This finger is not touching anything, it's just above the string, you see that? The other two chords that we can use are A minor and E7. Okay, so let's use A minor. Same thing, I'm touching the guitar right here. My hand is close to the guitar. Our first finger is on the second string, first fret. Our second and third fingers are together, and our third finger is on the third string, second fret. Our second finger is on the fourth string, second fret. Like that. The other chord that we're going to use in conjunction with A minor is E7. So what we do is we take these two fingers and we move them down this way. Why did I say down? Because these strings on this side are lower than these strings. So when we talk about up and down on the guitar, this is not down and up, but it's actually up and down. The reason is because the strings get higher as we go this way, and they get lower as we go this way. So a lot of times we'll say, let's move down to the A string. Okay, so we've got this A minor chord. Then to get to the E7, we lift our ring finger, or our third finger, and then we just take these two fingers, our first and second finger, and just go down to the strings below. And that's what they sound like. A minor, E7. Back to A minor. So that's very, very easy. C, this is a harder chord. G7 with a B bass to C.